What's going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you for the 26th episode of my WWE Turn Alert series that I started beginning this year. And yeah, I'm on double duty tonight as I am doing my second turn that happened on Raw tonight, which the first one, which was Dana Brooke I did before, seemingly happened last week. This one was solidified tonight. Well, not solidified because it was just straight out of the barn what it was. And I'm sure it's not the only one I'm going to be doing this week, as I plan on doing one for Luke Harper when he debuts with the Bludgeon Brothers tomorrow night. But let's talk about this one. We got a lot to talk about as far as this one goes, so we could be on here for a little while. This could be one of my longer Turn Alert videos. So tonight, we had the long-awaited return to WWE by none other than Paige. I cannot deny and say I've always been a huge fan of Paige the moment she debuted and just the run she went on. It was awesome. And then in 2016, though, whenever, Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha all came up, she seemed to kind of get a little lost in the shuffle. She briefly turned heel, but then they turned her right back into a baby face again, like 2 months after she had turned heel. And then she kind of went irrelevant. Like, she didn't feel like she was, championship worthy after that. And then she got suspended twice for violating the wellness policy, like right after the draft when she went to Raw. And then the whole issues with the heat she had with her relationship with Alberto Del Rio, which apparently like a week or two ago it was she posted a snap story I read somewhere saying that this is why I'm single. So it does seem like, even though I was curious about it, because when I first heard that Paige was back at the Performance Center, it did seem like that I didn't see her posting anything about her and Del Rio. And then it is confirmed seeing that her and Del Rio have gone their separate ways, which, I mean, again, Paige is, I said in my review, Paige is a grown woman. She's 25 years old. She's only a year older than me. She can make her own decisions. It just, to me, like, from being a fan of her, I did just see, like, this was a little bit of, like, not a healthy thing for her. And, like, the last thing I was worried about was waking up one morning hearing that Paige was going to be considered dead. But for the longest time this whole year, I really felt Paige was not going to come back to WWE for a while. I felt she would be gone, go away, go somewhere else, do some more work, and then when things cooled off, she would come back. And but tonight was the night she came back, and she came back during the Fatal 4-Way number one contenders match for the Raw Women's Championship, which she returned to Raw. There were rumors of her going to SmackDown possibly, which I was fine with at first until Emma and Summer Rae got released. Then I'm like, okay, maybe not. Maybe keep her on Raw, because I felt Raw could use her more if they built her up and wrote her properly. Well, tonight it looks like they're on that path. It looks like she could begin a monster heel push, as she returned as a heel, coming out first saying, "Did you guys miss me?" and saying, "I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm back, but I didn't come alone." Now, when she said this, I'm wondering, okay, who could possibly else be with her? And I thought they would just come out, they'll stage her, but they came out from the crowd. Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose from NXT also appeared as well, and they did a beatdown on mainly Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. Whenever Alicia Fox laid eyes, saw that they got her attention, she just ran for her life, scared, because that's Alicia Fox. And then they continued the beatdown, hitting their finishers. Paige hit the Rampage on Bayley. I don't remember. I know, like, Sonya Deville did some, wicked kick, since she has more like the MMA, like mixed martial arts gimmick. And Mandy Rose did some move, kind of a little similar to Beth Phoenix's Glam Slam. And then afterwards, backstage, she was walking around. I mean, the three of them were walking around, and then Renee Young tries to ask her, what's going on here? And before Paige could really explain, over the past year, Alexa Bliss comes up to them, pretty much saying, you don't have to explain yourselves, congratulations to them as well. And then Paige introduces Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose to Alexa Bliss. Alexa's like, "Nice to meet you." They just stare her down. She's like, "Nice to meet you." And then they just wreak havoc and just beat the crap out of Alexa and take her down as well. So Paige is back as a heel, as I felt should have happened, because, as much as, Paige is loved by the crowd, she got a really huge pop when her music hit. I even myself went, yeah, pretty much whenever her music hit. I'm just like, thank goodness. It feels good to hear that again, because just knowing that everything she's been through the past year, it's all working out, it seems, as of now. And hopefully, she can get right back on track to where she was, and, just put what's happened with her the past year and a half in the past, the neck injuries, the suspensions, the relationship with Del Rio, all this heat she got as well. Hopefully, just get back on track to, the performer she was. And again, I felt she should return as a heel because, even though, she was very over as a baby face, I felt that something fresh, I felt she needed to bring out a little bit more of an aggressive side in her. And it's what I saw tonight pretty much. And then the thing though that I'm just scratching my head about, I'm not saying I'm not for it, but I'm just curious as to why they went with these two. Is why is this stable Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville? Sonya Deville, who was Darian, I can't remember the last name for the life of me at first, but then they changed her wrestling name to Sonya Deville. And then Mandy Rose, who I've seen like once or twice on NXT. I didn't know who the heck she was, so I had to look it up. She was a tough enough runner-up in 2015, but she only appeared on TV and for NXT just a couple times, and she was mainly on a lot of house shows. So I'm wondering, why did they go with these two as their heel stable? I mean, I'm giving it a chance. It could work out, but it's like two people that, didn't feel like they were called up too early. I hope it works out. I want to give it a chance, hoping it works out. But just them being called up right away, I'm like, I really felt, like, after thinking about it, I felt another possibility could have been the iconic duo, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, because they seem like they could be all right going up to the main roster. They've like, done as much as they could. I feel like, the women's title shot that Peyton Royce got at TakeOver War Games was probably like the biggest opportunity they were really going to get. I feel like, like what else did they really have to do? They faced pretty much everyone. They've had their wins, had their losses. They've gotten their comeuppance on them. I felt maybe they could have been a solid addition. I want to give this a chance though. I'm not going to say I'm going to crap on Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose for being up on the main roster already. It's just I just didn't expect it to be them. I was like really surprised when that happened. But either way, I'm still happy that Paige is back again. It's worked out. Putting her on Raw was good. Even having the additions of, having a stable is, going to put more depth in the Raw Women's division. Hopefully, if they're used properly. So what I think they should do with Paige, though, is build her up as, the top heel on the top of heel in the Raw Women's division. I'd say she could probably, even though it might be a heel on heel match against Alexa Bliss, Paige somehow gets the Raw Women's Championship, and I feel like build her up so that way when Asuka wins her Raw Women's Championship, she dethrones Paige. WrestleMania match, I think it'd be good. The only WrestleMania match, well, Paige has had two WrestleMania matches. The first one was a tag match. She teamed up with AJ Lee against the Bella Twins at WrestleMania 31, WrestleMania 32. She's on the pre-show when she teamed up with Team Total Divas against Bad and Blonde or whatever. So like you can go that route, I'd say. But yeah, I want to see Paige face a lot of stars on this roster. I want to see her have a feud with Bayley. She can fight Mickie James, Sasha Banks. Who else? Like Becky Lynch on SmackDown. She already kind of had a feud with Naomi, except Naomi was the heel. But there's a lot of possibilities as well. And if they get her back on track to where she was, she definitely brings like such fresh material to the Raw Women's division, and just to the whole Women's division period as well, because we could have needed it. And maybe also bring back this concept of non-women's title feuds. The reason why SmackDown was so great last year is because we had several of those, and now it's just all about the title. Your whole division can't be just about the title. You got to build them up other ways than just having the title on the line or being the number one contender all the time. But again, it worked out well. This could be a big upgrade to the women's division as well with the return of Paige. But yep, the hype's been done. She's finally back. Again, glad she's been able to get through all the hurdles she's gone through, and she's hoping to get her career back on track. So what are your thoughts on Paige returning as a heel? Do you think it was the right move? What do you think about Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose being her part of her little stable? You think it's like an Undisputed Era women's stable pretty much on the main roster? Might be thinking a little too far there, but we'll see where it goes. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And always, be sure to click that like and subscribe for more content to come on this channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboy93. And always, stay tuned for more WWE Turn Alert.